heaven, and there we will be forever. That's what we have to look forward to. I hope that's what you have to look forward to. If you know Jesus Christ, that's your future, plain and simple. One of these days, the Lord's coming back, and if you know Him, you will be taken to heaven to be with Him. We say we believe this, but do we?
Tomorrow, 6:30 a.m. We'll see you then, folks.
Hi, I'm Jane King, and this is New to the Street, in person back here at the NASDAQ market site in New York City. This show is all about public, private, blockchain companies, the CEOs, the founders, and the innovators, bringing you lots of opportunities to consider. Here we go. Fantom is a fast, high-through, output open-source smart contract platform for digital assets and dApps, or dApps, decentralized apps. And with me is the CEO, Michael Kong, to talk about Fantom and how you got started. So, Michael, just to tell me, when did Fantom get created? How did you get started?
Yeah, so Fantom got created in like early 2018. It was one of these projects that did what's known as like an initial coin offering. So it's basically raising funds by selling tokens into the project. And back in 2018, I was running one of Australia's first cryptocurrency hedge funds. And we managed to advise on the ICO for a project that came out of Korea. And then I got a lot more involved after that. So initially I was just like an advisor and helping them out with the ICO, and we helped them set up the legal structure. But then I got a lot more involved to like where I'm in my current position and helping build a team. I helped build a team with developers, with other people. And now the Fantom platform has grown from basically nothing to now a very big platform.
Very big, I know. And I mean, you're worth a few $1 billion, right? I mean, in terms of the company, right? Market capitalization.
Yeah, that's exactly right, yeah.
So, well, tell me about the ecosystem. I mean, the transactions, who are the users, what are the decentralized apps?
Yeah, so the Fantom network is one of the biggest like smart contract platforms out there. And what we mean by smart contracts, we mean being able to execute computer programs that allow people to do P2P transactions. And so the sort of applications you see on Fantom are like decentralized finance applications, applications related to like non-fungible tokens or NFTs, things like metaverses, which is now a word that a lot of people are familiar with, thanks largely to Facebook renaming themselves to Meta, and also like gaming as well. So being able to like create digital items on chain and allow that to be transferable between different people, where they have complete ownership of those digital assets. So you're seeing a lot of those sorts of applications deploy on Fantom, as with like other chains as well.
Yeah, and it's amazing how the technology has changed since 2018. I mean, we're talking about NFTs then and metaverse, and now that's really part of the whole thing. So what are some of the newer applications that you're using?
Yeah, so in the past couple of years, there's been tremendous growth, as I mentioned before, like on DeFi or decentralized finance and NFTs. So, initially crypto was just Bitcoin. It was just used for transferring like one cryptocurrency to another between accounts. It used to be, just like a store of value or a medium of exchange. Now it's a lot more than that. because of smart contracts, you can program all sorts of different like applications in there related to finance applications, related to gaming, related to even ideas such as like group-based insurance. And so right now, you saw in the past couple of years tremendous growth on DeFi. It started off with not being that much, and now there's like tens of billions of dollars of people transacting on a daily basis and storing, their assets in all sorts of applications where you can like lend and borrow those assets. You can collateralize those assets. You can generate debt-based tokens over those assets. You can do all sorts of like different trading and futures and derivatives, all done in kind of like a peer-to-peer environment. So without using like a middleman or having to go through like kind of like a finance shop or like a big company.
Yeah, and you were kind of early with a lot of this stuff. So where do you see this sector going?
I think we're going to continue to see tremendous growth in areas that I mentioned before, DeFi, NFTs, but I think there are like a lot of different applications for blockchain technologies that haven't really been explored that much. So, for example, the whole idea about group-based insurance. So this is like allowing people to, amongst their friends and their family, to kind of pool their resources together, to be able to like self-insure themselves. And so, without having to use like a big insurance company, it kind of like reduces the moral hazard of people like overclaiming. It allows people to be accountable to each and every other individual in the ecosystem. And because you don't have like the expense and the bureaucracy of like, say, a big insurance company, you also have like dramatic savings as well. And so in that sort of environment, you should have like lower premiums and kind of more accountability and more transparency. And a lot of this functionality can actually be programmed into these smart contracts. And so that's sort of like a big, I think like $1 billion idea that I would kind of like to see deployed onto Fantom. But we haven't really seen that yet.
Interesting, yeah, and I hadn't heard of that, so that's an interesting application for blockchain. So how can people find out more about Fantom?
So if you want to find out more about Fantom, please go to our website, fantom.foundation. That has a lot of resources there. That has links to our social media on Twitter, on Discord, on Telegram. That has links about the team, about more technical information about how the Fantom platform works, as well as like a lot of different applications under different sort of categories that you can see and you can play around with as well, and instructions also on how to get connected with the chain. So Fantom.foundation is the resource you want to go to.
Okay, thank you so much, Michael.
No worries. Thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate the opportunity.
Keeping your four-legged friends healthy can certainly be a challenge, especially with painful joint diseases like osteoarthritis. If you see a change in your animal's mobility, contact your veterinarian and don't wait. Today, veterinarians have a new tool against joint disease. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. The natural-derived product has the ability to help your animal move more freely. Put the spring back in their lives for a longer, happier life.
SEKUR, the true solution for your digital privacy and security. SEKUR is a private and secure messaging and email solution hosted in Switzerland, using proprietary military-grade encryption and Swiss privacy laws, giving you true privacy. SEKUR doesn't collect or sell your data and doesn't require your phone number or any personal data that hackers target. You can message and email non-secure users privately without the need for others to download SEKUR. Visit SEKUR.com. Regain and protect your privacy today.
Clones in-house can severely drain both quality and costs for cannabis and hemp businesses. PharmaGreen Biotech is the key to growing high-quality plantlets. PharmaGreen services includes premium tissue cultured starter plantlets and live preservation of any plant species. Grow into the future of optimized plant growth with PharmaGreen. See our update at update.pharmagreen.ca.
The workplace has changed. Companies now depend on video conferencing to meet with customers and to collaborate with remote workers. Yet this change has brought about significant new cyber risks. Hackers are now stealing personal, medical, government, and corporate data during these video conferences. The problem is existing video conferencing systems were not designed and built by a cybersecurity company until now. Safe vChat, the industry's most secure video conferencing and collaboration platform. Secure your sensitive data with Safe vChat. Visit safevchat.com today. Use coupon code BUYNOW and save an additional 15%.
Legacy is a DPoS DApp-based blockchain that was originally based on the Tron network as a base to build on. The company has focused on decentralization and community. And with me is CEO Justin Wyau to explain the project. There was a term here I just read, DPoS.
So DPoS is delegated proof of stake.
Okay.
Basically, the way our governance works is when people want to vote for proposals on the network or users, they stake their legacy tokens with delegates. So we have 27 governing bodies. They make all the decisions on the network. And users can stake through them, and they have their own individual staking options. And on behalf of those stakers, they make decisions for the network.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of problems does Legacy solve then?
So there's many problems and issues in the space. There's volatility with gas fees. We have centralization problems with some chains, exploits. Many things can go wrong.
And then what are some unique features of the project?
So the way that Legacy solves a bunch of these problems is, for one, we're fully decentralized.
Okay.
Our team barely holds any tokens. We're not majority holders or anything. I personally got rid of all of my allocation, so I have 0 free tokens. Any Legacy tokens that I have is because I bought them. And but one of the biggest features we have is our stable gas token. So normally, with something like Ethereum, when the prices go up or it gets clogged and there's congestion, the prices of gas skyrocket.
Yeah.
And with us, with a stable token, a stable gas token, transactions stay the same the entire time.
Okay.
So projects can budget properly. Users don't have to worry about, maybe today I got to wait a week to send this, or I'm going to pay $400 for a transaction fee.
Right.
So there's many things, yeah.
Yeah, no, I actually sent $50 of Ethereum, and it was a $10 gas fee. So, I mean, it's a huge percentage. And, I sent it to my son, so I was like, well, go ahead and do it. But that's not sustainable.
It's not at all. And that's why our project from the beginning has been community-based. Another issue, not just gas prices, but with Ethereum or all these other chains, or Bitcoin, they're very slow, cost a lot of money. We're just low cost. Our transactions are done practically in real time. So we're trying to check all the boxes.
So you could be an alternative to Ethereum and Bitcoin.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so that's really what you're going for here. How far along is your team in the development?
So we've been developing about 1.5 years now, and we kind of chose to back off on marketing until we built a tangible project. So we actually launched our mainnet in January, a few months back, and we've just been trying to stabilize the network, get all the bugs out, and now we're actually starting to market and build a bunch of dApps. And
so it's ready to use?
It's ready to use.
Okay.
Yeah. And we got new APIs and documents ready to go.
Okay. And what's your roadmap then from here now that you've got the product and you're ready to market?
So right now that we're ready to go, we're working on a native DEX, decentralized exchange, with low costs again, and it's pegged to our stable gas token.
Okay.
So when the price of Legacy goes up and down on the DEX, everybody's coins aren't going up and down. It's not causing craziness on there. So we're working on that. We got native wallet extensions that we got going, and exchanges are integrating our native chain, and so there's a lot in play here.
Yeah.
And we got dApps, DeFi solutions. Yeah.
So how can somebody find out more then?
You can go to our website, LGCY.network, and can check out all our links.
Learn all about it. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Justin.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
The workplace has changed. Companies now depend on video conferencing to meet with customers and to collaborate with remote workers. Yet this change has brought about significant new cyber risks. Hackers are now stealing personal, medical, government, and corporate data during these video conferences. The problem is existing video conferencing systems were not designed and built by a cybersecurity company until now. Safe vChat, the industry's most secure video conferencing and collaboration platform. Secure your sensitive data with Safe vChat. Visit safevchat.com today. Use coupon code BUYNOW and save an additional 15%.
Here at Glint, we're making money fairer. How? By using gold. Glint lets you store, exchange, send, and spend multiple currencies, including gold, through a simple iPhone or Android app. You can spend your currencies and your gold in small or large amounts using the Glint MasterCard. Register for your Glint account today by downloading the app from your favorite app store. Glint, the global currency.
Keeping your four-legged friends healthy can certainly be a challenge, especially with painful joint diseases like osteoarthritis. If you see a change in your animal's mobility, contact your veterinarian and don't wait. Today, veterinarians have a new tool against joint disease. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. The natural-derived product has the ability to help your animal move more freely. Put the spring back in their lives for a longer, happier life.
SEKUR, the true solution for your digital privacy and security. SEKUR is a private and secure messaging and email solution hosted in Switzerland, using proprietary military-grade encryption and Swiss privacy laws, giving you true privacy. SEKUR doesn't collect or sell your data and doesn't require your phone number or any personal data that hackers target. You can message and email non-secure users privately without the need for others to download SEKUR. Visit SEKUR.com. Regain and protect your privacy today.
Clones in-house can severely drain both quality and costs for cannabis and hemp businesses. PharmaGreen Biotech is the key to growing high-quality plantlets. PharmaGreen services includes premium tissue cultured starter plantlets and live preservation of any plant species. Grow into the future of optimized plant growth with PharmaGreen. See our update at update.pharmagreen.ca. Global Diversified Marketing Group, a consumer packaged goods company. Discover our world-class brands at 360worldsnacks.com and easylive.com.
The Sator platform aligns content ecosystem participants in an open economy that increases value creation and distribution. And with me is Isla Rose Profito, the CEO of Sator, to explain more about it. Welcome. So explain what that means. I took that from your website. What does that mean? Exactly. What is Sator doing?
Well, thank you, Jane. It's a pleasure to meet you and be here. Sator is the first decentralized content engagement platform for media. So essentially, we're tokenizing engagement with any form of what we call linear content, which is television, film, music, live events we've even done. And by tokenizing it with our native token SAO, which is a social utility token, you get to do two things. First, you reward your audience for proving that they engaged.
Okay.
And then on the flip side, our content partners get to see how their audiences interact and what they are interested in by way of blockchain technology and the transparency that it offers.
So this is for content creators, a way for them to do that. Okay, very good. So
and audiences.
And audiences too. So they can also participate in the rewards as well as the content creator?
Yes.
Now, there's also a metaverse kind of play here too, correct?
Correct.
Explain that.
So we have a metaverse that's NFT'd Miami penthouse.
Okay.
So it's NFT'd real estate, accessible in AltSpace VR. So if you have an Oculus, you can use it. You can also jump in on your computer. So it's computer, VR accessible, and we host regular events in our metaverse. We have NFT art galleries in the metaverse, and what we're doing is we're building metaverses for our content partners. So what we say, we're expanding linear content into the metaverse. So maybe your favorite show, your favorite artist now has like this plot of land that we built for them in the metaverse.
Interesting. So I'm kind of imagining it like a YouTube, but on the blockchain.
Yeah.
Is that like too simple?
Not at all.
Okay, so that's really what you're doing here.
Yes, and our main priority and goal is to achieve full decentralization because everybody benefits.
Yeah.
So that's the great part about having a utility token like SAO. You're rewarding audiences for engaging, and they are generating the most value from a show anyway, even if they're not earning SAO.
Yeah.
So the model just makes sense.
No, it's interesting. It's instead of advertising driven, it's kind of like content viewer driven, and you're participating in this decentralized economy.
Exactly.
I get it. Okay. So where are you now? Like, can artists join now, or okay? And how would they start doing that?
Yeah. So we have an app on iOS and Android, and you can download it on our website at sator.io.
Okay.
You can join our metaverse at any time. Just go to our website, get the app.
Okay.
Simple
I was
as
on your website a little bit. It does a nice job of explaining everything you're doing. So that's where you start.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's very simple. Our goal is mass adoption. So we make it very easy to download the app, get started, start earning crypto. You do not need to have past crypto knowledge. In the app, we create a wallet for you. And you can browse NFTs. Some people that have the app bought their first NFT using the Sator app.
Okay.
So,
very interesting. Well, best of luck. Thank you
you
so much for coming in.
Thank you.
The workplace has changed. Companies now depend on video conferencing to meet with customers and to collaborate with remote workers. Yet this change has brought about significant new cyber risks. Hackers are now stealing personal, medical, government, and corporate data during these video conferences. The problem is existing video conferencing systems were not designed and built by a cybersecurity company until now. Safe vChat, the industry's most secure video conferencing and collaboration platform. Secure your sensitive data with Safe vChat. Visit safevchat.com today. Use coupon code BUYNOW and save an additional 15%.
Global Diversified Marketing Group, a consumer packaged goods company. Discover our world-class brands at 360worldsnacks.com and easylive.com.
SEKUR, the true solution for your digital privacy and security. SEKUR is a private and secure messaging and email solution hosted in Switzerland, using proprietary military-grade encryption and Swiss privacy laws, giving you true privacy. SEKUR doesn't collect or sell your data and doesn't require your phone number or any personal data that hackers target. You can message and email non-secure users privately without the need for others to download SEKUR. Visit SEKUR.com. Regain and protect your privacy today.
Here at Glint, we're making money fairer. How? By using gold. Glint lets you store, exchange, send, and spend multiple currencies, including gold, through a simple iPhone or Android app. You can spend your currencies and your gold in small or large amounts using the Glint MasterCard. Register for your Glint account today by downloading the app from your favorite app store. Glint, the global currency.
Global Diversified Marketing Group, a consumer packaged goods company. Discover our world-class brands at 360worldsnacks.com and easylive.com.
SplinterLands is a collectible trading card game, kind of like a mix between Pokemon and World of Warcraft is maybe the best way to describe it. With me is CEO Jesse Reich to explain it. Was that fair? Kind of a cross between?
Yeah, it's in that genre for sure.
Okay.
The whole idea is that you buy cards, you play with them, and then when you battle, you're able to earn prizes, and that's all enabled by the blockchain. So I like to think of Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, the more essential trading card games. But as we have a whole land expansion that we're doing, and I think that'll get us more into that World of Warcraft experience.
Okay, and that's kind of big. The digital land, I know, is popular.
Everybody goes nuts for it. It's everybody does this stuff differently. There's not like one way that you can do play to earn gaming. There's not just one way that you can put land out into the universe or the metaverse. We've chosen to keep land extremely scarce for our community. We got 1.8 million registered users and only 150,000 plots of land out there. So it's a hot commodity. People want it, and we still have more to do to kind of like roll out all the features and put it out there. But land is a big thing, and scarce land is even harder to come by.
So interesting. So land, and then also music. You've got kind of some news to announce here, some new music deals.
Yeah. So we had two big things happen pretty recently. We did a drop for Waka Flocka Flame with the Waka Spirit Blade card. So we got approached and put together this kind of funky, unique summoner that came into our game, and it's inspired by a real-life rapper, Waka Flocka Flame. And it was fun going back and forth with him and his team for building the art, building the lore, putting out the card, and just fun to see celebrities start tweeting our game and talking about it. That was awesome.
I'm sure they brought kind of a new level of creativity to it as well, like ideas and things.
Everything goes nuts when you start getting musicians and artists involved.
Right.
So that was a new experience for us. That's the first one of these kind of celebrity drops that we've done. I think we're going to do some more. That was the thing sold out in 30 seconds.
Wow.
So we're obviously looking at that being that's a really good model for us. And then the second thing that is happening that's more recent is that the SplinterLands team is looking to go build additional games, not just our one SplinterLands game that's fantasy themed. And we've put out a press release with Warner Music Group that we're going to go put together a music game NFT platform system gaming environment that's in that same vein of play to earn, but now you'll have music involved, you'll have performance, you'll have sort of the ability to promote and trade these different NFTs, and we're starting that project, but it's pretty exciting to get such a wonderful partner like Warner.
And it's interesting that they are interested in NFTs and the new technology.
A lot of these guys are hungry. I mean, the big companies are all looking at this and asking themselves, how can we do this? What do we do? And it's a tricky space to build. You got to start thinking through white papers, and you're you've done business basically the same way since the internet came out in the late 80s, early 90s when it starts growing pretty big, and now you have to rethink that to Web 3.0, white papers. Who's Satoshi? What is this?
Right,
it's a
whole new world for them.
It really is.
So what do you attribute SplinterLands' growth to?
The biggest thing was our governance token. I think people in our space are really hungry for their own level of control of their environment. And when we launched a governance token and told the players, our goal is to have the first truly decentralized game in the world where the players themselves are running the nodes, hosting the infrastructure and playing it, so that our company moves a little bit from being the developers with the game to a part of the ecosystem, a support player, still a voice, but it's their game, not ours. And that's what we're working towards every single day, to have the world's first decentralized video game.
And that's how you're positioning the company for the future.
Yeah,
world's first decentralized.
And we want the players to feel like they're completely in control of this, and that they're the leaders of their own destiny, and that by buying that token, staking that token, they can make decisions about how the game operates, what improvements or changes that they want to adopt, and if there's tournament schedules and prize pools, how that's all going to work. So we want to take that out of the hands of the company and put all that into the hands of the players.
Now, if somebody who's new or wants to try it out, what are like 3 things you would say to them to get started and what they should know?
You know, I think we have one of the easiest onboards into cryptocurrency out of any project anywhere in the world. You know, I would tell them, go to splinterlands.com, put in a username and a password, and swipe a credit card through PayPal and get started. I mean, like it's a Web 2.0 like onboarding experience for a Web 3.0 game and economy. Okay. So I think that, you know, honestly, whether you are just here for the you know, trading card game, or if you're really into just blockchain or play to earn, you know, SplinterLands is actually a really great starting point. Because not only that, but we have this fantastic community. You know, we got 110,000 people that are in Discord. There's tens of thousands that are in Telegram. So like you can come in and start hanging out, not just with the developers, but other people in other parts of the world that are either starting their journey or very senior into it, and that community is a big part of why our game has been successful, or why people should really participate.
Yeah, and some of those play-to-earn games are actually life-changing for people that live in like third world countries. They can earn some money and actually have some income.
Yeah, the most recent one that I had somebody send me a picture of the side of their house, and I'm pretty certain that they were in the Philippines, and it's like all painted and recently repaired, and he's like, I was able to afford this because of SplinterLands.
Yeah.
And it's like, from the smallest minnow to the biggest whale in third world countries to industrialized nations, like we're really helping a lot of people find ways to put their money to use, or be able to have an access to a market where they can get some capital, or access to capital that they can use it, earn with it. And like, you know, the idea that a Filipino might be working with a German from an American game to put in labor by playing assets for the German to go earn cryptocurrency, like that idea didn't really even exist 3 years ago when we started this thing, but that's this whole economy that we're building.
And this was happening. So is that how you see the future of blockchain gaming, and then blockchain in general? Where do you see this industry going?
Crypto is going to eat the world. I mean, like, you know, I try not to get too political, but you look at like the situation in Ukraine and the fighting that's out there right now, and like, you know, there's countries that are shutting off payment systems, and you can't get money in or out. You can always get Bitcoin in and out. You can always get crypto in and out. And so I think a lot of people are going to see that as a sound money alternative to systems where, you know, controllers can tell you, yes, you can move your money, or no, you can't. You know, when you're involved in cryptocurrency, you have the keys, you have the permission, you have that ownership, and you have that power, which is why I think it's such a liberty-minded and freedom-minded thing to do.
Well, we have seen the Russian ruble just absolutely collapse, and crypto has become very popular in Russia because of that.
Right. I mean, you're seeing like the rise of Bitcoin simultaneous to a lot of other fiat currencies really struggling. So there's something about the limited number that's out there.
Interesting. Bigger than just a game, so for sure. Thank you, Jesse, for coming back. I appreciate getting an update.
Pleasure to be here.
SEKUR, the true solution for your digital privacy and security. SEKUR is a private and secure messaging and email solution hosted in Switzerland, using proprietary military-grade encryption and Swiss privacy laws, giving you true privacy. SEKUR doesn't collect or sell your data and doesn't require your phone number or any personal data that hackers target. You can message and email non-secure users privately without the need for others to download SEKUR. Visit SEKUR.com. Regain and protect your privacy today.
Here at Glint, we're making money fairer. How? By using gold. Glint lets you store, exchange, send, and spend multiple currencies, including gold, through a simple iPhone or Android app. You can spend your currencies and your gold in small or large amounts using the Glint MasterCard. Register for your Glint account today by downloading the app from your favorite app store. Glint, the global currency.
Keeping your four-legged friends healthy can certainly be a challenge, especially with painful joint diseases like osteoarthritis. If you see a change in your animal's mobility, contact your veterinarian and don't wait. Today, veterinarians have a new tool against joint disease. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. The natural-derived product has the ability to help your animal move more freely. Put the spring back in their lives for a longer, happier life.
Diversified Marketing Group, a consumer packaged goods company. Discover our world-class brands at 360worldsnacks.com and easylive.com.
So with me is Alon Gahi, the CEO of SEKUR. We've talked on Zoom. How many times? a lot during the whole pandemic. And so I'm so looking forward to you're coming to New York soon. So I'm going to be meeting you on March 11th. We're going to do a couple of interviews at the NASDAQ market site in Times Square, and then head down to the New York Stock Exchange down on Wall Street and do a couple more interviews there to really get a feel for the company. And it'll just be exciting to meet you in person after all this and get updates on the company. So what are you looking forward to with your trip to New York?
Well, you know, I've always dreamed of going to the NASDAQ and the NYSE, so finally I can check that box. You know, being interviewed in the bastion of capitalism, basically, and it's just like, it's an amazing feeling, you know, to achieve such a thing, to have a company that's finally now public, being recognized. So I'm going to pat myself on the back on that one, and also pat our entire team that has worked with me for more than a decade. So this will be a culmination of that, first step of the culmination. So what I'm looking to achieve when I come to New York, I'm going to meet about 50 different brokers and a few institutions. The goal for us is to identify an institution that can sponsor us to upgrade to the NASDAQ stock exchange in the coming year or year and a half, you know, whatever the time frame the NASDAQ takes. And I'm excited because these institutions and brokers have heard a lot about us. They see our ad on SEKUR, but we've never met. The story is very compelling. Our revenues are increasing. So by the time I leave New York, really, I would like to have at least a handshake deal with a lead broker, or what they call a sponsor, in order to start the filing process to go to NASDAQ. Also, I'm hoping that during that time, because our audits should be complete by then, we will also have an immediate upgrade to OTCQX, which really validates and vets you, especially before you go to NASDAQ. So a lot of companies are QB, which is nice, but it doesn't have the stringent requirement as QX, like the asset, the history of operation. And there's no shell business on the QX. You know, once you're on the QX, you know, as they say, you're clean. You know, they take you more seriously. So looking forward to see all these financial institutions and brokers doing a ton of presentation. I'm going to be very busy morning to night every day of the week, and also leaving with a deal in hand. That's really the goal.
Yeah, no, that would be great for you. And I know the highest level OTC and the listing on the NASDAQ are very close in terms of requirements. So like once you get to that level, it's like you've almost met, I think, almost all of the requirements to be listed on the NASDAQ.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. So I'm excited, and it will show like this company has come a long way, right? So we started our sales, and now financially we're being recognized as, you know, more of a serious company. And, you know, we're just not going to stop there. And I want to thank all my team, all our customers, I mean, our investors. You know, this is all for them, what we're doing. Being on the NYSE and talking about Globex data, or on the NASDAQ everyone. So I'm excited. I got everybody on my shoulder. I'm bringing everyone to New York.
Yeah. Well, it'll be an exhausting week for you, I'm sure. There's going to be a lot of meetings, but bring your Red Bull. So
I'm up to the task. I have an espresso. I need 10 espressos a day, and I'm good. I can bring my portable Nespresso if I have to.
Well, and I know also you've launched a new ad campaign in New York, and you're going to be right around the exchanges. I mean, you're already at the Times Square, right on top of the NASDAQ, literally. So this will give you a chance to see those ads in person, do a lot of social media.
That's another thing. I want to tour all our ads. So now I'm excited. I'm going to take photos. We're going to do social media, as you said. I mean, standing in front of a 96-foot wide by 20-foot high ad of your company in the most important square in the world, that's something I'm going to take a big photo and frame it, because that's going to be pretty amazing. It's kind of surreal, and when you're on site, the dimensions are so gigantic that you kind of feel the power of such an advertising that the entire world can see, plus all the subway ads too. We have 50 ads in different subway stations. So I'm going to do a tour of the ads. We're going to meet people. Obviously, it's going to be all about pitching the company. And I'm excited. I'm very excited, so that finally the investment community, the close-knit community, is going to really know the whole story of Globex Data and SEKUR, our product line.
Okay. Thanks, Salam. We'll see you then.
Thanks, Jane.
The workplace has changed. Companies now depend on video conferencing to meet with customers and to collaborate with remote workers. Yet this change has brought about significant new cyber risks. Hackers are now stealing personal, medical, government, and corporate data during these video conferences. The problem is existing video conferencing systems were not designed and built by a cybersecurity company until now. Safe vChat, the industry's most secure video conferencing and collaboration platform. Secure your sensitive data with Safe vChat. Visit safevchat.com today. Use coupon code BUY NOW and save an additional 15%.
SEKUR, the true solution for your digital privacy and security. SEKUR is a private and secure messaging and email solution hosted in Switzerland, using proprietary military-grade encryption and Swiss privacy laws, giving you true privacy. SEKUR doesn't collect or sell your data and doesn't require your phone number or any personal data that hackers target. You can message and email non-secure users privately without the need for others to download SEKUR. Visit SEKUR.com. Regain and protect your privacy today.
YourSocialOffers.com rewards people with discounts and coupons for well-known and well-desired products. And with me is the CEO Vince Risolvato to explain a little bit more about YourSocialOffers.com. So give me an overall. Explain how this works.
Yeah, absolutely. So the way YourSocialOffers.com is, we're really looking to change the landscape of how offers are shared on the internet. Typically what happens is you receive offers obviously in the mail or through email or different methods like that, or you see it on TV. YourSocialOffers.com is a website you can go on to and sign up and get both cashback rewards on products that you use all the time, as well as search for local brands and stores near you.
Okay.
The whole idea and concept of it is that these rewards and coupons and discounts can actually be shared with your friends. And through that, you create kind of a viral marketing campaign, kind of a word-of-mouth campaign where people can really, interact with the brands and sign up and find things that they're interested in and get coupons. What we really say is we really believe that this site kind of democratizes coupons a little bit because any more merchant can log on to this website and in 5 minutes actually start sharing their coupons online. So rather than having to call an agency and figure out how to do advertising or maybe create your own website to handle coupons, literally in 5 minutes a Subway franchisee or just a mom and pop store can get on this website and immediately start sharing coupons.
Okay, so that's what I was going to ask, how it works. So really the merchant goes on and makes an offer and somebody can go and get a deal that way. Is it local and national?
It is both, yeah, local and national. Some examples of our national brands are like Subway's, Papa John's, big brands like that.
Okay, and then there's also a cash back for shopping as well?
There is.
How does that work?
When you sign up on the website, for example, you can, when you enter the website and you get online, what you can do is you can use the cashback reward system. And so in addition to whatever credit card rewards that you might get, you also can get rewards on top of that. So as you go through those brands, they include 1-800-Flowers, Staples, even Coach. So even luxury brands participate in the cashback rewards.
And some of these are pretty decent cashback rewards, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
like 10% or?
Oh, even more than 10%,
Really?
actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So what makes the parent company a good investment? Tell me about the parent company. How can people learn about it? How would it be a good investment for somebody?
Yeah, so the easiest way to learn about it is you look up the stock ticker, PNNX. We're a public company. We've been in business doing the coupons here now for 2 years. We actually just completed our second year's audit, so that shows that we have a firm foundation and a strong fiscal background to be running the company. We feel that we're a stock that's kind of an up-and-comer, right? Instead of being a stock that maybe has a huge, stock price and there's not a whole lot of, room for growth. Our stock right now is less than $1, and it gives an opportunity for growth because we're as we expand and grow into all these national brands, we feel that makes us a good growth opportunity, right?
Yeah, and where are you looking for that growth?
We're really looking for that growth through the expansion of these national brands.
Okay, yeah. And then and there's also a consumer debit card?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely. So Your Social Offers is just coming out with it's a credit card, a rewards card, and so as you interact and you use some of these coupons, there's a number of different ways you can be rewarded. One of those ways you can be rewarded is the cash can come directly to that consumer card. So whether it's cash back through shopping on one of our cashback retailers, or it's a coupon that gives you an actual direct reward, those rewards can be channeled both to your debit card and also through cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin.
Okay, and then you're also maybe launching your own token?
Yes, we are.
Okay, tell me about that.
So it's real cool. Okay. Yeah, it's real cool because the big thing about cryptocurrency that a lot of people miss is that it kind of creates a currency that is a kind of safe because there's this log, this transaction log of being able to track the money coming and going. And the idea with YSO and Your Social Offers token is that let's say you're a retailer, right, and you want to put out a reward. Now the rewards that you put out aren't just good for your store; they could be good for all other stores in the network. So by you sharing a reward through your coupon, your rebate or reward, right, you can then bring in all sorts of customers, not just customers from other brands, but your own customers and so forth.
Okay.
And with the cryptocurrency and the token, this creates a kind of a monetary value that's saved and secure in the system so that other retailers know, hey, if we give out this reward, other people really are giving a value reward, and there's this equal exchange, right? Because you know what the value of the token is. The other advantage is when you get those rewards, the premise is that most cryptocurrencies are going up, right? So that reward that you got, if it's worth $1 today, could be worth $10, in a year, right?
Okay,
so
interesting.
It's kind of a payback reward, right?
Yeah, no, it sounds like there's a few different ways to win here.
Yeah.
So somebody can just go to yoursocialoffers.com, find out more. Everything is there that they can do to get started.
Yep, absolutely, very easy. Put in your email, text message, phone number for text messages.
Okay.
However you would like to interact with the site, and then that gets you signed up, and then you can search for both local brands that you like. When you get on the cashback, it's pretty cool because if you just normally shop on the internet, a little browser widget comes down and says, hey, you're on one of our cashback sites, so you'll immediately be informed that, hey, I'm going to get 10% off my Best Buy purchase or whatever it is.
Interesting. Thank you so much, Vince, for coming and explaining that.
Yeah.
Here at Glint, we're making money fairer. How? By using gold. Glint lets you store, exchange, send, and spend multiple currencies, including gold, through a simple iPhone or Android app. You can spend your currencies and your gold in small or large amounts using the Glint MasterCard. Register for your Glint account today by downloading the app from your favorite app store. Glint, the global currency.
Growing clones in-house can severely drain both quality and costs for cannabis and hemp businesses. PharmaGreen Biotech is the key to growing high-quality plantlets. PharmaGreen services includes premium tissue cultured starter plantlets and live preservation of any plant species. Grow into the future of optimized plant growth with PharmaGreen. See our update at update.pharmagreen.ca. Global Diversified Marketing Group, a consumer packaged goods company. Discover our world-class brands at 360worldsnacks.com and easylive.com.
FinxFlo is a platform designed to bring the best prices from different exchanges around the world, both CeFi and DeFi protocols. It is regulated and secure as well. And with me, the CEO, James Gillingham, to talk about some updates with FinxFlo. James, good to see you again. And it's been an unpredictable year so far. I guess bring me up to date on what FinxFlo is doing right now.
So we're basically working on a bunch more features. We're about to add another 200 to 300 new trading assets on the platform as we speak. We've just also had our new staking features being added. We've got better execution. We've also had zero trading fees. It's been a super busy start to the year so far, Jane.
Yeah, well, and of course, we've seen this absolute tragedy going on in Ukraine, and crypto has reacted to that. I mean, do you think there's been any transformational change as people have relied on that when their currency crashes, when they can't get access to funds, things like that? How do you see that situation?
Yeah, so I certainly see, obviously, Bitcoin's now in more of a bullish momentum. That's certainly because, obviously, crypto is now being used as a hedge. Before, obviously, the Swiss franc, the US dollar, that was always normally the capital flight for the safe havens. But, now, considering the dollar keeps on printing, the Swiss is no longer really seen as a safe haven. I really think that gold and cryptocurrency really are going to see a lot of upside, as we've seen in the last couple of days. There's been a decent amount of movement to the upside for Bitcoin and obviously Ethereum, but we are anticipating that that's going to continue, and especially as this war seems to be prolonging longer than what anybody's really predicted. So there should be a lot more bullish momentum for crypto in the coming weeks.
Yeah. Well, and also there have been reports that the White House, U.S. President Biden, may be coming up with some kind of executive order on the cryptocurrency market, how it should be regulated, if there's a digital dollar, environmental issues. How do you see that situation?
So they actually, I think it was last week that they've delayed that decision. They decided to extend that. I think that's because obviously the macro view of the world changing. However, the mid view for me realistically is super positive. The fact that the SEC that Biden has worked alongside with Yellen for this executive order. Obviously, that's going to be a lot of upside again for cryptocurrency. It's going to legitimize cryptocurrency. It's also going to have the normal individuals a little bit scared of crypto. The people think, it could be a bit scammy, or it's too volatile. When these moves from the SEC, from Biden, from Yellen, this basically gives extra comfort and should add extra stability for the overall ecosystem, which then means that we should see a lot more trading volumes and a lot more people coming into cryptocurrency over the next year or so. So it's a super exciting time for everybody.
And it kind of gives the clearance for the institutional investors to get involved as well. I feel like when, the regulatory agencies are behind it. Now, you've also implemented something, zero trading fees. How's that been received?
Yeah, so zero trading fees was a feature that we worked extremely hard for. Obviously, we aggregate over 18 different exchanges, so all the world's top exchanges are now aggregated. That then gives us best price, best execution, and then what we're able to do is that then cascades into zero trading fees. It then means that we've got a lot of traders now. The price is what they see is what they get. They then don't need to add any trading fees or any fees on top of their their executed price, which then means that we're a lot more competitive in the market.
Okay. Always great to get an update from you, James. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Take care.
Welcome to New to the Street. This is your weekly hack with Elaine Guy. Elaine's with Globex Data, the leader in Swiss-hosted private and secure communications and data management, a topic so important these days. We're so happy to have you back, Elaine. Welcome.
Thanks, Anna. Happy to be here. Hi, everyone.
So tell us about some of these new features that you're launching for businesses.
Yeah, so we are launching a suite of services. So as you know, we have the Secure Messenger and the Secure package, which is an email and messenger. Well, now we're going to have Secure Mail as well for $7 a month for 100 gig. So if you don't want to buy the messenger email combo, you just want to email as a consumer, you'll be able to have that, or even as a business, but your email will be at SEKUR.com. Our domain name. So if you're a business and you're trying to migrate your domain name to our servers, because we have the privacy, security, and the secure send feature, etc., you'll be able to do so. So there's new business packages. The Secure Mail package for business, it's going to be $10 a month for each user for their first email. If a user wants to have another email, but it's the same user, it'll be $7 a month, and you can add as many emails as you want. You'll be able to migrate your domain to us. So when you sign up as a business user, you'll have a choice. Do you want to keep at SEKUR.com or at mybusiness.com, for example? That's going to be really good. The Secure Messenger is going to have in the next month or two, a couple of months from now, an archiving feature. This has been a demand for the financial industry, which they have on the Bloomberg terminal, but they mostly use the messaging app as opposed to the Bloomberg terminal. And financial brokers, they have an obligation. So when they chat with each other with a client, basically it's with each other most of the time, they have to keep that archived because sometimes you have audit from the financial regulatory authorities. So we're going to build that feature as well. And what's really good is that a financial professional, like a stockbroker, an investment banker, can chat securely and privately with their client using our chat by invite. They just text a customer and say, hey, John wants to chat with you. And then the customer might be in Brazil. He may be like a billionaire there on his yacht, and then he chats with you. And at the same time, a company like, any of these big Wall Street firms can keep that archive. On your phone, it could be deleted, but then it's archived for audit. So that's a huge feature. So the plans for businesses are a little bit more expensive. The Secure, which is a combo email and messaging, is going to be $15 a month. The Secure Mail, $10. And the Secure Messenger, $7 a month or $70 a year is still dirt cheap when you talk about professional use, and even $15 per user when you have the messaging and the email, etc. It's extremely affordable. So that's being launched now. We are going to also come up by end of Q1, most likely, with Secure Voice, where you have voice encryption. That's going to be pretty amazing. And then in Q3, we're going to have what we call the video conferencing, so you don't have to get recorded by Zoom when you have a Mac laptop, like it's the case today. Unfortunately, with all these issues that they're having, your data is not data mined, it's not going to be sold to Facebook, and stuff like that. So we're excited about that.
This is a great service you provide, and as your tagline says, privacy has arrived. So yes, there is a solution to this, and as we know, this problem isn't going anywhere. It's actually going to escalate, and so you're providing a great service to people. As always, I learned so much, and I thank you for all that you do. I'm sure our viewers do as well, so thank you for joining us again.
Thank you, Anna. Thanks, everyone, for watching us.
Closed captioning brought to you by MagnaLife Pain Relieving Foot Cream to target neuropathy symptoms.
Suffering from burning, tingling, or stabbing pain in your feet? Get relief with MagnaLife Pain Relieving Foot Cream and get living.
Also available as a 360-degree spray.
To save money, we need the right tools, and you do too. Experian has the tools you need.
Get the Experian app to find credit cards that can help you save.
Let's drop this milkshake.
A great tool to help you save from
Experian.
Download the free app now.
My name is Diane. I grow